The Escape from Durnholde Keep. That's a classic. You really can't get much better than this instance here. I know a lot of people hate the actual instance itself, but the exploration for it is just phenomenal. We're exploring a very old zone, so check it out. This is your ad-free video of this, and thank you to all my members for your support. Today is a bit of a special video. It isn't a typical dungeon that we've not explored yet. Instead, we return to the Caverns of Time once again. For new viewers, I did an entire series on glitching out of bounds in every single Caverns of Time dungeon. So if you'd like to see those videos, I'll have a card in the top right corner of this video so that you can go see those if you would like. For returning viewers, you may recognize some areas in this video as we return to the Escape from Durnholde Keep. You may ask, why are we returning to this amazing place? Well, I originally said in my video that it would be amazing to explore the Caverns of Time that appears inside of the instance. How and why is this here, and more importantly, can it be explored? If you know any more information on this strange occurrence, please let me know in a comment. But I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that that would actually be possible. That is until I had a subscriber discover a way to perform this. I got permission to use the subscriber's in-game name, and I think it's pronounced Rayena, or Rayenya, something like that. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I really appreciate that. And Rayenya mentioned that I could get into that Caverns of Time. So I had to make sure that it was possible. And as soon as I got the chance, as soon as I got time to do so, I decided to run over to the Caverns of Time, jump into the old hill-spread foothills, get out of bounds how I originally did, got stuck for a bit on the second invisible wall. I'm not really sure why, it gave me a lot of trouble. And then I ran over to where the Yeti traps Metz and the reindeer. Weird way to refer to the cave, but otherwise it really doesn't serve any purpose. In this cave, the subscriber said to use the rock on the back on the right and perform the Vicryl drinking helm glitch, where you use it just beneath the ceiling, as close as you can get to the ceiling, and then you Alt F4 whenever you're about 2/3 of the casts of the Vicryl helm. Sometimes when doing this, your character can jump through the ceiling when you log back in, and thankfully it did work here. I wasn't exactly sure where to jump, but I took a leap of faith and I glided down into the depths of the Caverns of Time. Note that I had initially used an inky black potion so I could see where I was going in the out of bounds area of the old hill-spread foothills. So the sky looks absolutely amazing, but it's definitely not the Caverns of Time sky. Well, we are here. We are in the original Caverns of Time, within the Caverns of Time. This place is incredible, and so I spent a ton of time looking around at all the scenery. I eventually removed the inky black potion, and this is literally one of the most incredible areas I've ever seen. I don't really have words here, so the original Caverns of Time exploration is going to be here, and I hope you guys enjoy just exploring this little area with me.
It's too far away.
Other than that beautiful exploration, I also had to see what would happen if I jumped off of this ledge. Of course I do. I have to figure it out. We get a quick glimpse of the underside of the escape from Durnholde Keep, but sadly, the game froze, as it usually does when you jump off cliffs like this. So I attempted to log back in once, but sometimes you'll just drop straight down, and this time I did not do that, so it wasn't very successful. That's honestly it for this video, so thank you Rayanya for showing me this exploration. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm glad that you could bring this to the Uncrafter community. As I've said many times on the channel, if you have a place you'd like me to show off, let me know. Rayanya's comment was from 7 months ago, so it does take time, but I will probably, hopefully, and most likely, eventually get to it. If you all enjoyed this exploration, please leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and join me on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next video.